Hello, what is up? Welcome to another video. So I'm back. I wanted to make another really nice video just on like tips and tricks for the NCLEX after I've taken it and reflected. I do have a lot of thoughts on successful things that you could just keep in mind for before the test, during, and right after the test. So yeah, so let's say you're watching this and you are about to take your boards. Like let's say you're weeks away or maybe just a few days away, then this could be a great video for you. So my advice for when you're weeks away from your test is to do questions every day. Every single day, as it's recommended by many people and many question providers, the big dogs like Kaplan, UWorld, Saunders, most major prep books and prep companies recommend that you do practice questions every day, and that being your main form of prepping for the NCLEX. And I definitely agree. Questions every single day and actually reading through those rationales. So when you come closer to your NCLEX, my advice is to trust in your plan to continue and take your questions and practice. And I wouldn't look so much into like what other people say based off of like their prep scores and how they did on the NCLEX and people's individual experiences on the NCLEX, because that's the thing about it. The NCLEX is an adaptive test, meaning everybody has their own test. It's all unique to the individual. It's very individualized. So, you know, take people's experience with a grain of salt and know that it's not something to make you feel like you have to compare yourself. Just remember that it's an individualized test and it's testing you when you're there. And yeah, so my advice is to just remember that. Remember that and know that there is no room to go in with any kind of expectation. So we'll continue that point as I move along my points that I'm trying to make. So when you get closer to your test date, like if you're days away, I highly recommend what is recommended by major nursing prep, NCLEX prep companies, which is to take the whole day before your NCLEX and do nothing. Relax, do something fun. If you like Chipotle, go do whatever it is. Get your nails done, get your hair done, go in the pool. If what you like to do is just loaf around, lay down on the couch and just chill. It's recommended for a reason. This is what I did, and I'm so thankful that I did it. Of course, I mean, with any test in nursing school, leading up to the test, you're gonna feel nervous, you're getting more and more antsy, you're thinking and you're thinking, and you can't stop thinking. So the solution is to force yourself to stop thinking. Because first, you've earned it. You spent so much time studying and doing questions and prepping for this exam that you've actually earned this period of time to just shut your brain off and relax and just take it easy. So that is like my #1 piece of advice. After you've taken all this time to study and you're doing all these questions, just take that moment to have that just turning your brain off. Let it reset, just relax. So, it's the day of your NCLEX. I don't know what time you picked, but let's say you picked an afternoon time. Still, don't do practice questions beforehand. Keep it simple, keep it smooth, just chill. Brain is off and relaxed until your testing time. So, all right, back to this really good point that I'd like to stress to everybody who's going to take their NCLEX. Don't go in with an expectation. Go in prepared to do every possibility, meaning any possibility can happen with how many questions you're given. So you have to go in prepared to take a test that goes all the way to 265 questions, the whole enchilada. Be prepared for that, because that is the end of your possibilities during the test. You could have any kind of test, anywhere from 75 questions to 265. So my piece of advice is, if you're going in with any expectation, go in expecting to have that stamina and that brain power to go all the way to 265 questions. Do not go in with any expectation that your test is going to shut off early and that you just want it to shut off at 100 questions and that you are going to be panicking, because the truth is, panicking and being upset and anxious that the test has not shut off at a certain time will do nothing for you except make you nervous during the test. The whole name of the game is to maintain your focus. So do what you need to do to keep your focus during the test. Because as long as you're doing a question on the test, you're in the game. It's adaptive. You don't know, there's no chart that's like populating as you do the test showing you where you are, if you're above the competency or below the minimum competency. You don't know it. All you can do is assume in your head. Don't assume. Just focus on the question that's right in front of you. Because, you know, in the computer system, whatever's going on, you can't see it. You don't know. You don't know what's going on. You don't know how you're doing, or like what's going on, or why did a question repeat? Like, oh my God, they're testing you on the same, like, you know, disease because you got it wrong. Don't assume anything. Don't go in with any expectation. No assumptions about why you're getting this question or why not this question or what's going on. Don't allow yourself to think about like you're questioning the question. You're questioning the test. Don't allow yourself to think about things that aren't going to help you tackle the question that's in front of you. And it's hard because, you know, you may feel nervous, you may feel antsy, but just rest assured, as long as you have a question in front of you, it doesn't matter what number you're on, that means that you're in the game, that NCLEX, the computer adaptive test, is still testing you, because you're still in it. You're still there. You're being tested. So focus on just the question. During the exam, it is so important to maintain your focus. So I just can't stress that enough, that, you know, it's easy to let your mind wander and then you start panicking because you're thinking about all these things. But the truth of the matter is that all that matters is the question that's in front of you. Do what you need to do to stay focused on just the question. My own way to stay focused on a question that I found myself doing was, I kept on like doing that, and I was like, okay, center myself. I'm literally straightening myself, like sitting forward in the chair. And there's a trick that people like to say, like when you want to sit with good posture, which is good, I mean, just in general, you feel better, you feel stronger. And when you're sitting with good posture, be very aware of your thighs. When you're actually sitting straight with good posture, you don't really sit on your butt. You have like a lot of sturdiness on your thighs. So when you're sitting in your chair, be aware of how straight you're sitting, and be straight and firm and strong, because you are strong. Like, sit up straight and like just, it's you and the question. Like, just like be like really solid. Say, I'm a freaking strong, solid, it sounds so funny, but I did this myself. I was like, okay, straighten up. Like, straighten up this question right here. Nothing else. Because there is nothing else right now. It's just the question. So during the test, at any point in time, you can take a break. The test will actually prompt you to take a break at 2 hours and then again at 3.5 hours. It does go against your time, the 6-hour time frame. And yeah, take your break whenever you need it. Take a break. There will be bathrooms right there. You won't have to be running around. There will be water fountains by the bathrooms. You will have the ability to take a second and just like use the bathroom, chill, splash water on your face, whatever you need. But take the break. Because yes, even though you're in the zone, it's okay after however many questions, doesn't matter how many questions you've already done, but after you're doing questions, it's okay to just take your break, breathe, do bring a snack. I brought like 2 granola bars. Eat your granola bar, give your body the fuel it needs, and then go back in. And same thing, you're gonna snap back in, straighten your back, be in the zone. It's just you and the question. Doesn't matter what number it is, just you and the question. So another thing during the test is remember to pace yourself. Don't try to answer the questions quickly. Keep a pace. And if you studied well, if you practice questions, you probably already realize and are very aware of how long it takes you to answer a question. Don't try to beat yourself. Keep a pace. Don't try to rush, but keep your pace. Okay. I'm pretty sure that every NCLEX testing center, every Pearson testing center, has pretty much the same setup. At my facility, they had earphones for any audio questions, and then they also had noise-canceling headphones. So although my room was quite small and there was only about 10 people testing at the same time, there were noise-canceling headphones available to me. So use them. You don't have to, but if you want to, use them. Do whatever you need to do to keep yourself focused and not distracted. For me, sometimes I get distracted by people moving, like I see in the corner of my eye somebody move, and it's just my freaking head. I'm like, oh, what are they doing? And then it's like, hello, like hello right here. Stay focused on right in front of you. So even noises, like I hear people clicking or coughing or anything, you know how it is. Even in school, like the worst thing, the things that distracted me were the smallest little things, like the smallest little noises. So I think it's great that they have the noise-canceling headphones. If your facility doesn't, then I would still wear the headset that's used for audio, because that covers your ears to a certain degree anyway. So either way, you have something that could help you with any distractions that may happen with noise. So yeah. All right, so you finish the test. When you finish the test, breathe. Breathe and congratulate yourself for freaking doing that. Because this test, man, it's like, it's so intense, and then you're gonna do it. Because everything you've done up until that point, you prepared yourself for. You actually prepared yourself for. So when you finally finish, you give yourself like a big pat on your back and say, oh my God, I did it. Because you did. You accomplished something really huge. And when you're done, it's, I mean, for me it was kind of confusing, but you have the option to do the test questions that don't count towards anything. They're just questions that the NCLEX is testing. You have the option to do those if you want. You don't have to though. And then survey questions after the test, basically demographic, just like questions about how your experience was signing up for the test. After that, you go, you get your stuff, you go home, and then you have to just let yourself decompress. Go grab a drink, go get pizza or Chipotle again, Go enjoy yourself because you freaking did it. You did that test. Doing a test is a huge accomplishment and you deserve to celebrate it. Like, if you want to know immediately what the deal is, I do recommend the Pearson VUE trick. Everybody that I've known, and just statistically, it is a very sure sign. It's a good indicator that you passed or failed if you do the trick. If you don't want to do the trick, you could check on the Board of Nursing if your name is listed the next day. But either way, after the test, you just relax. Relax and decompress because you did it. You literally accomplished doing that test. It takes a lot of preparation, and you did that preparation, and you deserve to award yourself for that accomplishment. So I think that's everything I wanted to say. So my recap is do your practice questions. Prepare, do some every day. My second point is right before the test, the day before, you decompress, don't do any questions, don't do any studying, chill, rest your mind. 3, don't go in with any expectations because all it'll do is throw you off and make you more nervous. 4, go in prepared to take all 265 questions. That's the only expectation you should go in. Like, you should pretend like you're gonna do all 265 of those questions. 5 would be to maintain your focus. Do what you need to do to maintain that focus. Continue to remind yourself of why you're here, why you need to stay focused, and remind yourself that all that matters is the one question that's in front of you in that moment, and you answer that question. And then my last piece of advice is, after, do something to celebrate you actually doing that test because you earned it. So to my classmates and to any future RN watching this video about to take their NCLEX, good luck. Remember to trust in yourself. Remember to trust in the fact that you prepared to do this and that you are ready to do it. Trust your gut instinct when you're doing those questions, because you've probably proven to yourself more than once that your gut instinct is right on things, that you're just like, it's like sometimes you're not sure what it is, but you just have a feeling. Trust in it. So, good luck. This is like your final stretch, and know that you can do it. It's exciting, it's nerve-wracking, and it's everything all in one, but you can do it. And that's it. So, congratulations on doing it. That's all I have. Congratulations, and yeah, see you next time. Peace out.